What's up guys, Mustang Matt here back in Forza Horizon 2. The other day I got this Superleggera for free. I'm not really sure why it was free for me in the game, but it was a free car and, who would turn down a free Superleggera? So I took it and I could have done a V12 swap, which would have been really cool, but I didn't. I left the stock V10, twin turboed it, and pretty much upgraded everything. Like everything is completely maxed out. Tires are maxed. Everything. Got some really awesome HRE, like 6-spoke wheels. They look super good on this car. And it is making 917 horsepower, 627 foot-pounds of torque, weighs just below 3,000 pounds. This thing is absolutely crazy. It is insanely quick. And as far as the tune goes, I did a pretty normal tune, except for the fact that I did the rally suspension thing again because it gives more steering angle and it's just as low as the race springs. But as you see here, I made the spring rate super stiff. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but I tried it and I really like it. Let me get out on the road here. First gear is pretty useless in this car. Other than that, this thing is really fast. And at the same time, it's also extremely controllable. The stiff suspension goes a long way in this car. There's no body roll, there's no sliding into things. Even power slides like that. It's so easy just to hit the e-brake and just whip the rear end around in this car. Everything about this car is super easy to control, and you wouldn't normally think that. Oops, I was in too high of a gear. You wouldn't normally think that about a car like this. Normally you think, oh, it's a Lamborghini with almost 1,000 horsepower. It's going to be absolutely crazy and have no control whatsoever, but that is definitely not. Whoops. Speaking of control, that one was driver error. But that is certainly definitely not the case. Now, if you guys saw the 240 SX drift build that I did the other day where I put the twin turbo 6.2 in it, yeah, that car had power without control. It was crazy, and all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, it definitely plays a little bit of a factor, but not a whole lot. You can still have a rear-wheel drive car with a lot of power and still a lot of control, but that 240 SX was not an example of that. This car has almost exactly the same amount of horsepower as that car, but it's infinitely more controllable. And now we have rain, which really means no traction. Which means, whoops, why are you on your brakes, bro? This thing is sliding even easier now. Race tires and rain doesn't really mix well. And that's one of the cool small details about Forza Horizon. They actually recognize that, and they actually build it into their physics to lessen your traction in the rain. Same thing with Forza Motorsport 6, but that's kind of expected of the Motorsport series. Open world games like this, they don't always recognize the rain as a factor in the handling of the car. And this car doesn't really drift, but at the same time, like I said a minute ago, it's super easy to just throw the rear end around and take a curve real fast. First gear is so useless. I mean, even at a loss of traction like that, it's still easy to control. And it's crazy, because it's, you know, an insanely built Lamborghini, and it kind of loses traction everywhere, especially in like first and second gear. And that's losing traction to all four wheels, not just two of them. And yet it's still exceedingly controllable. Power with control is always a good thing. I want to race somebody. Kind of want to see what this thing would do in a drag race. Even getting hit like that, it's still really controllable. It still wasn't hard at all to recover. Not nearly as hard as several other vehicles would be. And yes, I'm intentionally going through the mess. Oh boy, that guy decided he wanted to turn. Whoops. Alright, let's see how fast this thing goes. And or not. Chase this guy down. Or not. I'm at 180 and took that curve like a boss. Ouch. I screwed that one up. Oh my gosh. That was... I take full responsibility for that. This is like the ultimate roll race car. Like ultimate Highway 1320 videos style roll race car. Even though a fully built twin turbo Gallardo is going to be closer to like between 1500 and 2000 horsepower rather than... I have what? Anyway, rather than, you know, only 900 horsepower, which isn't that much for a twin turbo Lamborghini, but it's only a video game. I could get a lot more out of it if I put the V12 in it, but I just don't want to do that. It's not an Aventador, it's a Gallardo. Yep, I took that way too fast. Totally getting cocky with this car. Alright, a little bit more. Oh, here's the highway, actually. I'm gonna get on the wrong entrance ramp. Dear God. Yeah, launching in first gear is worthless. It does almost nothing. Actually, I believe I'm headed the wrong way. I believe I'm headed into Cisteron. I want to be headed out of Cisteron, because that's where the highway is. Oh boy. Still really easy to recover. Here we go. Here we go. Well, I guess this thing maxes out at about 180. Or 200. My bad. 215. Awesome. It's, oh gosh, yeah, that one's a little harder to recover. But even at 215, it's super touchy, but it's actually still controllable. Let's see. Once more! Just because it's so much fun. Actually, and I rear-ended another Lamborghini. Right before the speed trap, so it set me at 139 and not 190. This thing does amazing from a roll. Alright, let's see here. A 100 roll you, bro. Alright, let's see. 60 roll, why not? So fast. I want one so bad. Like so bad. Even though they cost like $300,000 and I'll never buy one. And 215 again. And it's still like, it's still really controllable. And it stays planted. And that's the thing that a lot of cars that I find in this game don't do. They don't stay planted like this. Like, I couldn't cut across lanes like that at 215 miles an hour in any other car. Well, maybe another, like, really, like, super expensive exotic like this, but not any of my usual builds. Like, cut across the median like that, avoid traffic, cut through tiny little spaces like that, and just hit somebody like that and just keep on going. This thing is crazy. Really good top speed car. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below what you think. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. Thank you guys for watching.